we are going to talk about roast chicken. So you've got the roast chicken dinner, and it's so important to get the actual chicken right. It's about 20 minutes for every pound when it comes to cooking. Now the chicken, the humble chicken, most people freak out about it because they don't know when it's cooked, they don't know how to cook it, and that is what this video is about. We're going to cook this, and I'm going to try and answer as many questions as you're going to need when you're doing your roast chicken. So, should you wash the chicken? No. Open it out of the packet, put it onto a plate if you want to, or straight into your roasting dish. 2. Should you touch the chicken unnecessarily? Well look, there are some preparations that you have to do, such as maybe cutting off the chicken's bum, the rear edge. You don't really want to eat that. It's called the parson's nose, and it's alright. Some old-fashioned people tend to eat it, but I doubt you're going to want to get into that. So all you do is take a knife and cut. And that's the chicken bum gone. So we then have our chicken, all right? You literally want to pick it up, place it into a good sized oven dish, and this is perfect. This is a perfect size for this, okay? You can get bigger roasting trays, which your parents might be doing when they're doing a roast, but then they'll put vegetables and stuff on the outside. This is mainly for you and maybe your flatmates that you're going to be sharing it with. So just putting it straight into a dish like this, A-okay. So now what should you do? Wash your hands. And I'm back. So now that we have clean hands, we have to be careful about touching the chicken again, maybe touching our faces and things like that. So just be conscious, but don't be freaking out about it. Now we're just going to drizzle oil over it. And if you wanted to, yes, you can rub it in, but by the time the chicken starts to heat up in the actual oven, there's going to be no problems. Some salt. Good. And then from here, if you want to, you could put on some spices, or just basically put it in the oven. Chicken in, and it clears the rack. Perfect. Now we need the roast potatoes. So we're going to peel these potatoes, and I'm using a speed peeler here. Going on to our second one. So we have our potatoes. We're going to cut now into 4 quite easily. Just like that. Potatoes done. Into a pan, which we have there, and then cover it with cold water. Put that on to boil, maybe a pinch of salt if you want to at this point. The potatoes have been boiling, and we now need to drain them. Just give them a little toss. And what that does is it just breaks up the edges of the potatoes, and it helps them when roasting to become really nice and crispy. We need some oil, and we're going to put this in the oven, and then we'll allow the oil to get nice and hot. And then we're going to put these potatoes into the hot pan, and they're going to start to roast and become really nice and crispy on the outside. So now that that oil is nice and hot, we put the potatoes in to the oil and into the oven. And wow. And so the quick test is just to cut anywhere down the side of a bone, so a drumstick works really well. And if the juices start to run clear, that's a great indication that it's ready.